WVOX.
Listen, Doc, listen, I got this problem with my wrist there, Doc. I just need you to take a look at my wrist there, see? It's acting crazy, after I've been using the mouse of the computer over there. It's been acting up, Doc. I just need you to, just take a look over there, you see? Well, no problem, son. I'll have a quick look at that. That'll only run you about 13 grand for the 20-minute examination. Will that be all right? That's okay. Take everything I got, Doc. Let's see if you can fix it. Well, fixing it, that'll be another 45 grand, you see? These services, they don't come cheap when it comes to the world of medicine. We have to buy our luxury condos from someone, Okay, all right, I'm fooling. Doctors ain't all like that. But it is interesting. I mean, do you remember the last time you had a doctor's appointment that really came out of left field when it came to something like that? I mean, with this business of the whole American infrastructure of healthcare and all the jazz that we got, there's a whole world of it out there that you got to learn to understand. They sell these plans. They sell these plans to you. They say you're going to have a gold membership, silver membership, or perhaps, if you're not doing too hot, you'll be in the bronze membership. And what you got to do is you got to give me $700 a month. And then, out of the kindness of my heart, I will allow you, me being the insurance company, you, my dear patient, you must pay me $700 a month. And then, when you get sick, out of the kindness of my heart, I will allow you to cover the first $14,000 of expenses. Then you will have to pay the doctor every time you see him. That's $500 down when you see the doctor. And then I will cover the rest. I mean, isn't that such a kind offer? Isn't that a wonderful thing that I'm offering to you? I mean, you cover the first 14 grand and I'll get the rest. I get the rest. That's what I'm saying to you. I mean, it seems like a scam, doesn't it? If you sit down and think about it with a clear head and use simple layman's terms, the whole thing seems like a gigantic scam. You heard about the hospital, the price books, and the price books are kept so that they can squeeze the insurance company for more money, you see, because the people with insurance. Once upon a time, I've heard rumors about this. I don't know if it's really true, so somebody needs to get in touch with the station and tell me. But I've heard rumors that once upon a time, and I don't want to say this too loud. I don't want to say this too loud because, the people, they're going to be listening and they're going to start changing it up, and, they're going to come after me, So I've heard rumors that you used to be when you had insurance, the insurance, they would pay for the whole thing. You would pay in with your monthly thing, and then when you went to the doctor and you had a broken arm, the insurance would say, don't worry about it. We'll cover the broken arm. It's going to be fine. I mean, can you imagine such a thing? Was it really like that? Was that how it operated? This must be just fables, right? Just fables from the land of make-believe. There's no such a thing. Insurance would actually cover the costs of medical, right? Of medical expenses. You see, I remember one time I went to the doctor. I went to the doctor for this thing in my ear, As a radio guy, naturally, I got things in my ears. There's trouble, with the ears. I got these headphones on. They're always blaring into my ear as I'm talking to you so I can understand what I'm saying. So I went to the doctor with my ears, and I said, listen, I got a problem here. You see, I can't hear so well out of my right ear. I can hear out of the left ear okay, but the right ear is getting a little quiet. And I was wondering if we might just be able to take a look at this and try and figure out, maybe you and me, Doc, try and figure out what the problem might be. I don't know if it's something to do with earwax. I don't know if it's something to do with the inner ear. I don't know if it's something to do with the eardrum. We sort this sort of thing out. So I went to, they call them ENTs. I went to an ENT. That's ear, nose, and throat. I went to an ENT with this problem. Out of the blue random. Not somebody recommended to me by anybody. I looked him up and I said, ENT, I'm going to try and take care of my own health care. I went to this guy. And I got in line and I signed up with the whole thing, and I had an insurance card and all that stuff. I thought I was going to be okay. I was going to be all right. And I signed up with the whole thing, and I sat down there and I said, okay, all right. So they're going to cover me. I haven't looked into any of this. Obamacare, that's a thing, so I should be fine, right? And so I figured, okay, we're going to be all right. And I'm looking into this. And so I give them all my stuff, and I'm sitting in the waiting room. And finally, after, you know how it is with waiting rooms, finally after 15 minutes or whatever it happened to be, 2.5 hours, finally somebody comes in and they say, okay, Alex, it's time for you. Come on into the other room. And I go on into the other room over there. And I say, okay, well, I know how these things work. You know, I've seen doctors before when I was younger. And so what happens is you deal with the nurse, and then you deal with an RN, and then you deal with the PA. And all these people, they kind of look like doctors, but none of them are the actual doctor. And so they're all coming in, and they're all smart and great and kind people, you know, no problem. I like dealing with all the people that involved here. But you see, the real kicker is I got to deal with the doc. And so I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, okay, all right. I know that when the doctor comes in, I'm going to have about 25 seconds to ask the questions that I need to ask. So I've got to make sure that I have them on the top of my mind, the questions that I'm going to ask when he comes in. I got the ear. I want to see what the problem is. Okay. I think it might be something with the eardrum. Let's ask the doc. I used to get ear infections, so here's what we're going to do. I got all the questions lined up. And so the nurses are coming in, and they're saying, oh, what seems to be the problem? Everybody always comes in, so how are you feeling? What's the problem? And I said, okay, well, I got this thing in the right ear. Thing, right ear, hearing loss. Stamp that over there. Right down on the paper over there. Okay, we're all set. I'm going to bring this over to the doctor. He'll be with you shortly. And I'm sitting there. And in comes another lady, and I say, oh, are you the doctor? And she goes, no, I'm the nurse. I'm just here to take your blood pressure. Okay, we'll do this thing over here. All right, and do all that stuff. Okay, great. Now, what did you say the problem was? You had hearing loss in your right ear. Was that it? Yes. Well, you see the problem. Okay, let's take a look at the ears there. We'll stick the thing in. Okay, all right. So the doctor will be in shortly. Okay, great. So let me just check your chart here. Now I'm sitting alone again. She goes out, deal with other stuff. And I'm sitting there, and I know, okay, I'm getting 25 seconds with each of them, so the doc's going to be even quicker. And I say, listen, doc, I'm rehearsing in my head, you see. Listen, doc, I got a problem in my right ear. I used to get ear infections. I think maybe it might be something with the eardrum. Okay, eardrum. Doctor comes in. How you doing, sir? He comes in with the white coat, you know. It's all very big, you know. Doctors, you know, play it up for big points of the patient as you come in. You come in and the door closes and you come. There's a real presence with the doctor as he enters the room. How you doing, sir? I'm doing well. It looks here that you have problems in your right ear. Well, I tell you what we're going to do for you. I'm going to remove the earwax, and then maybe we can send you over to the hearing room for a test. All right, that sounds good. And as I'm saying this, he's already out the door. Sounds good, doctor. Okay. Hearing test. And now sudden another registered nurse comes in. All right, Liz, you ready for the hearing test? Yes, but what is the hearing test? Because the thing is, all right, let's go. No, wait. Okay. And I get shuttled off to another room. Have you ever taken a hearing test? I mean a doctor hearing test, not, you know, these things on YouTube or whatever. I'm talking about one where they put you in a big metal room and they stick these cans on your head, these big headphones, and they stick them on there and they got the big rubber around you. You can't hear hardly anything. And they go, okay, well, we're going to start the hearing test. We're going to start the hearing test now. When you hear a sound, I need you to push the button on the side on which you heard the sound. In front of you, there are two square buttons. The one on the left indicates hearing a sound in the left ear, and the one on the right indicates hearing a sound in the right ear. Do you understand the instructions? And I'm sitting there, yes, push the button, hear the sound. Okay, we are going to begin with a test. You should be able to hear both of these sounds. Boop, boop. Did you hear in the left ear? If so, press the button on the left. And I pressed the button, I got it. Yeah, okay. Boop, boop. Press the button on the right. Okay, press the button on the right. Okay, we're all good. I heard them both times. All right. Okay, we're going to begin. We're going to begin now with the test. This is a test. This is a test. When you hear the sound, press the button. If you do not hear the sound, do not press the button. Okay, all right, I'm ready. Beep. And I press the button. Beep. And I press the button again. All right, I pressed the button. Boop. Oh, that was a little shaky. Oh, I'll press it though. Okay, I haven't heard anything now. Are they playing sounds or that? Boop. Oh, okay, yes, I heard that one. Press the button. Boop. I heard it. Okay. Boop. It's getting a little hard to keep track of here. Doop. Okay, I heard that one. Okay, now nothing. Nothing. Thank you. That has been the test. The nurse is now coming in. And the door opens up, and then she comes. Oh, okay, that was the test. Great. All right. Yeah, that was fine. You know, it looks like you have some. And the nurse, she told this to me as she came in. The nurse comes in. She looking at this sheet of paper that she had printed out, and she says, "It looks like you have a little bit of hearing loss in your right ear." Well, yes, nurse. Thank you for pointing that out. That seems to be the problem. All right, we're going to sit you down over there. The doctor will be in shortly. Oh, he'll be in shortly, will he? Great. I haven't heard that before. Now I'm sitting down and I'm starting to get a little irritated. I mean, what was the point of that test? And the doctor comes in, he's holding a sheet of paper as well. And he says, well, it looks like you got a little hearing loss. And I said, yes, in my right ear. Now, doc, I used to get little problems with my ears. I get ear infections, you know, so I want to know if there's something I could do about it. And he goes, well, I tell you what, why don't I'll have Janet take the earwax out of your ear. And, you know, you can come back in 3 weeks and we can see how that goes. Fine. I'll come back in 3 weeks. Fine. So Janet takes the earwax out of my ear, and I go home. It's now a week and a half later, and I receive in the mail a bill from this doctor's office, which nobody told me I'd be getting. And I go, okay, doctor's bill. I'll send it to the insurance, okay. I open it up. The insurance has said that I owe the doctor for that earwax procedure and the test over $4,000. And there's nothing they're going to do to cover it. They took out the earwax and they beeped in my ears, and now I gotta pay up. I never went back to that doctor again, mind you. Never went back, for crying out loud. Hey, you think I can afford it?